What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to Nerd Media. And there have been a lot of rumors of the Flash being in the DCU and who is going to be portraying him. And I want to do a video just to share my opinions on that and how possibly Wally West being the main Flash in the DCU could impact certain characters like Barry Allen, Eobard Thawne, Zoom, any different characters, and what I think should personally happen with the Flash in the DCU as somebody who absolutely loves the Flash and is his favorite second favorite superhero. So yeah, let's jump right into the video because I'm really excited to talk about some of this stuff. There has been some heavy speculation about Wally West possibly being the main Flash in the DCU, and that was kind of that those rumors first sparked with the showrunners of Creature Commandos saying that Wally West was present in that like future sequence that we got with like all the dead DC superheroes and stuff, and a lot of people took that to assume that Wally West would be our main DCU Flash, which honestly I'm a big Barry Allen fan. I'm just gonna say that right now. So this is just my opinion, but I think that Wally West should really be done as like a Young Justice League member first, kind of like how he was in Young Justice and in kind of in the Flash TV series as well. I feel like that's kind of where they should go, but I get if they want to take a different approach on it. And it could heavily impact and like it would impact that whole Barry and Thawne relationship, meaning that we probably wouldn't get any of that in the DCU, which in my opinion would suck because we've never seen that on the big screen before, and we did not see that in the Flash movie, sadly. But how would it impact Barry Allen? I think that it would be really cool. I'll throw an image up on screen here. I think it would be really cool if we got to see like an old mentor version of Barry Allen, and with the image here, it's an old Grant, like an old aged Grant Gustin. I think it would be, if they do this, it'd be a perfect opportunity to bring Grant Gustin back, like in this kind of old form, and just have him be a mentor to the Wally West we have, or have him be a previous mentor and he's just kind of like around. He kind of has like a Jay Garrick role or some sort, or maybe he does play Jay Garrick. I don't know. I think that would be pretty cool if they did that. But obviously, if they did that, the Thawne and Barry Allen relationship would probably have already been like, probably would have already happened in this DCU timeline, which would mean that we'd probably get Wally West versus Zoom, which is kind of the same relationship. A lot of people may not know that they're actually kind of, they're kind of like Zoom is Wally's version of Thawne, pretty much, and a lot of people, including myself, didn't know that until I researched this. But because they didn't really portray it that way on the Flash TV series, which is I think the only time we saw Zoom in live action, along with Wally West. So they didn't really go that route. They went a different route with Zoom, but we would still kind of get that rivalry, but it wouldn't be the same characters. That on the big screen, that would just be amazing. I mean, do I think that this is true? I honestly don't know. I'm leaning more towards no, because I think James Gunn, he loves the Flash movie, so I feel like he'd probably want to give us something that Flash fans haven't ever seen on the big screen, which is Barry and Thawne's rivalry together. It would just be so glorious to see on the big screen just unfold, and I think everybody would just have so much fun with that. But we're not gonna really know anything, and this is a big key point you guys have to remember for this. We're not gonna get any confirmations like this until Superman comes out, because they can't make announcements like, yeah, Wally West is the new Flash, until they know that Superman was a success. Because if they make announcements like that now, then they're gonna look back on that. If Superman doesn't do well, and they're gonna be like, wow, we shouldn't have announced that because now we can't do it because Superman was not received well. And I mean, we're really not going to know anything until after Superman comes out. And I would say maybe even further after that, because if they don't do DC fandom, then I would just say maybe we have to wait for one of those random announcements on one day, like how we got for the Batman being delayed or Clayface being made or something. You know, I think that we're not going to get any real confirmation until after Superman, but this is just speculation for now. And I think that having Wally West as the main Flash could be done well, and it could be done very well. But now that we've gotten all the rumor stuff out of the way and what they could possibly be doing with the DCU, let's talk about what I think they should do for the Flash in the DCU. I've kind of already shared those opinions, but this is going to be a totally different segment, so let's talk about what I think they should do for the DCU Flash. Okay, so as I'm editing this video right now, I just wanted to say that having a Wally West film where Barry Allen is stuck in the Speed Force and Jay Garrick and Wally West have to try and like get him out, have it be like a road trip buddy cop film would be very fun. And I think that would be a great way to say give Wally West his own film, but also have Barry Allen be like that main Flash. I just saw that online and I wanted to throw that out there because that's actually a really good idea. But back to the video. So you guys know the Flash is a very beloved character of mine. I fell in love with him in the show. And Grant Gustin's portrayal, it was just amazing, and I really, really loved it. He carried that whole show, by the way. I mean, he never had a bad acting performance. Anyway, I think that for the Flash and the DCU, I think they should go with Barry Allen, and I know it kind of sounds a little bit basic, and it's just like, we've already seen that before. We saw a young, like, teenage Barry Allen in, like, the Zack Snyder's Justice League, and The Flash, and Batman v Superman, stuff like that, but we never really saw like middle-aged Barry like in his late 20s, early 30s, and he's still fighting Thawne, stuff like that. That's the kind of Flash that I would love to see, and I'm really itching for that perfect comic accurate suits like we got nearing the end of the Flash series of Barry Allen and Eobard Thawne, and just getting that rivalry on screen and having crazy like timeline changes, seeing Flashpoint happen. We kind of saw it happen in The Flash, but not really. But getting things like that would just be so cool, and I would just love to see that rivalry. And I'm not saying I never want to see Wally West in the DCU. I want to see him, and in fact, we could have Barry mentoring Wally West when we get introduced to him. Have him be like the person being mentored, and then still have like Barry Allen as the main Flash in the Justice League, but then also have Wally on the side so that when the time does come, Wally can take up the mantle and possibly take over be a member of the Justice League or something. But I think that they really should go with Barry Allen just so that we can see that rivalry on screen, and kind of just to start off people with someone familiar as Flash, you know? Like, it would be really cool just to see Barry Allen. I don't know who would play him. I would love to say Grant Gustin, but I think James Gunn's probably going to want to find somebody new. But I think that having Barry Allen be the starting Flash that we see for like 3 or 4 movies, Justice League movie and hopefully a Flash trilogy, and then have that trilogy end, maybe with him going to the Speed Force or dying or sacrificing himself, and then having Wally take up that mantle, I think is a very generic way, but I think that it would be a good way just for us Flash fans. And I know that there are Flash fans out there who want to see Wally West, but those Barry Allen stands out there, I know that's what we want to see. And it could be done better than how I'm describing it. It probably will be done better than how I'm describing it. Starting it off with Barry Allen, I'm being very biased here, as you can probably tell because I love Barry Allen, but starting out with Barry Allen, have him be in the Justice League and have that play out for a few films, and kind of like how it is at the beginning of Young Justice, where they have all of these characters mentoring their like younger versions of each other. We have Barry mentoring Wally. You obviously have Batman and Robin. I think that's probably where James Gunn is going to go. But again, we don't even have an announcement of a Flash movie that we know is in development. That was never even announced, but James Gunn has said that, yeah, we're gonna get to the Flash eventually, which is obvious. But I think that James Gunn should take notes from the beginning of Young Justice and just kind of maybe work his way with that, kind of. I think that would probably work best, and have the Flash be on one team on the Justice League, and then have Wally West be on another team, maybe 1 or 2 movies in, you know? Like, I think that would be really great, and it'd be a way to just feed both worlds, both fandoms, and I think that would be a great way, because I don't know if you guys could tell, but I'm itching for that Eobard Thawne and Barry Allen rivalry to be on screen. But I'm going to leave it with that, because I'm just repeating myself at this point. So I want to know what you guys think. Are you fans of The Flash, and do you really care how he's done it in the DCU? If you do, let me know how you want it to be done. Do you want it to be Wally West starting off and maybe have like that older mentor version of Barry Allen? Do you think that they should start out with Barry Allen? Or do you think that they should have both characters there, like the mentor-y thing, and have both of them be on separate teams, like how it is in Young Justice? Let me know in the comments below. Make sure to subscribe. We're trying to hit 5K by the end of 2025. I know it's January, but I'm already setting big goals for this channel. So if you guys would hit that subscribe button and the notification bell, I'd appreciate it, because this year I'm making a lot more long form videos because I enjoy making them, but you know, short form is not going to be the way that I can get big on YouTube. So, you know, let me know in the comments below if you guys enjoyed this video and what you want the Flash to have, what you want to happen with the Flash in the DCU. But with that, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.